responsible for any injury, psychological damage, or divorce litigations that occur during the assembly process. After you get settled in, you'll have the chance to explore your new home. Why not go for a bite at one of our many restaurants, like CMP's Blazing Borscht Barbecue or Rizzo's All-You-Can-Crunch Cereal Buffet? Or maybe you'd like to head to the bar and enjoy an ice-cold zero-G brew. Brew by Spacer's Choice. Zero G Brew, an ale that's good for what ails you. Although in the early... retirement district, nothing will. All this and more will be complimentary for the entirety of your... courtesy of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation. You won't have to spend a... So relax, grab a refreshment from one of our vending machines, and enjoy our specially constructed welcome center. While you're here, be sure to check out the displays for some fun facts about the early retirement program and selection process. Then, once you're ready, enter the elevator at the end of the hall and leave your troubles behind. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Today is the first day of your early... Welcome to the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Early Retirement Center. You, the lucky few, have been selected to spend the rest of your days living the high life in your own private district in Byzantium.
Of course.
When you
may
arrive,
address me,
you'll be whisked away to your very own luxury penthouse, furnished exclusively with 24/7 furnitures, deluxe and Fosco and coloration. Some assembly required, 24/7 furniture is not responsible for any injury, psychological damage, or divorce litigations that occur during the assembly process. After you get settled in, you'll have the chance to explore your new home. Why not go for a bite at one of our many restaurants, like CMP's Blazing Borscht Barbecue or Rizzo's All-You-Can-Crunch Cereal Buffet? Or maybe you'd like to head to the bar and enjoy an ice-cold zero-G brew by Spacer's Choice. Zero G Brew, an ale that's good for what ails you. Although early retirement district, all this and more will be complimentary for the entirety of your day, courtesy of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation. You won't spend a bit. So relax, grab a refreshment from one of our vending machines and enjoy our specially constructed welcome. While you're here, be sure to check out the displays for some fun facts about the early retirement program and selection process. troubles behind. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Today is the first day of your early retirement. Congratulations. Welcome to the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Early Retirement Center. You, the lucky few, have been selected to spend the rest of your days living the Highlands in your own private district in Byzantium. When you arrive, you'll be whisked away to your very own luxury penthouse, furnished exclusively by 24/7 Furniture's deluxe Boscowood collection. Some assembly required. 24/7 Furniture is not responsible for any injury, psychological...
Something on your mind?
Security threat. Searching for threat level. All security lockpicking is illegal. What do you think you're doing? Worker determined to be operating within the parameters of the law.
Your life was merely an illusion anyway.
Here we go!
Roll after them.
Beginning six. Exiting security enforcement mode. Reminder, please pay your grave site fees. picking.
They got the drop on us.
That's the last of them.
I thought nothing fun ever happened in this town. Your mistake.
That's the last of them.
Captain! I won't tell. Max, you're always going on about destiny. What did your mother do?
She was a simple laborer.
And your father? And you ended up a preacher how?
Delusion. I could not accept a life that I felt was beneath me, so I convinced myself that becoming a vicar would solve all my problems. In a strange way, it did. Eventually.
Any luck Truly? Oh, dear, it looks like some of my darling. Thank you for your help. I'm afraid I can't spare much. Now.
Move along.
I'm afraid I can't help you at the moment. Have a prosperous day.
Well, you're getting an early start on the days. Welcome to Halcyon Parcel Service. We do, in fact, have a parcel here. You're not an official member of the Halcyon Parcel. You're welcome to lodge a complaint in our suggestion box. Why do you need... You know, that is an absolute... Here's your parcel to be delivered to Mr. Clark.
Dr. Fenniel, have you ever contemplated the fact that we have no direct experience of our own heads?
As usual, I have no idea what you're talking about.
So many yearn for the opportunities you disdain. There are those who would give their hand to be born in Byzantium as you were.
Now, why couldn't you just have said that in the first place?
Oh, there. That's one right there. Can't you just see the stench of impropriety radiating off of her? I must admit, I'm getting a certain thrill out of our little arrangement. If this goes well, perhaps it is I knew it. I just knew it. What a disaster. A fountain of it? I bet it's Spectrum Ultraviolet, too. Disgraceful. I can't believe they kept this from us. From me. Here, take your payment. I have to fetch my things. I don't care what I have to do. They'll give me luck.
Her words.
There's nothing to see.
You know, that's just the sort of thing.
I have... Yeah? All right.
How did you get in here?
You're not... Minister Clark.
So, this is one of the guys who runs the colony, huh? Small room for a...
If this is about another Aetherwave clip or radio spot...
Io? Oh, dimmi. Ma adesso toccherà? E dai, 70 euro te lo do. Va bene. Dai, sto qua. Ma Daniele, in bagno gli hai dato 70 euro. A dove? Oh,
You may kindly fuck off, as the parlance goes. I'm not doing any more. Have I not? Slowly and loudly, Aloysius, it's the only way these I said, you may tell Charles to go fuck himself. Oh, terribly sorry. I thought you were part of Rockwell's PR. That means you're a dissident. But what are you doing here? Then what are you... Oh. Drugs, of course. What else? Back I don't have any drugs. You should try a vending machine or a purveyor.
I don't know if our chemicals are here, but this guy...
Will that... Oh dear, I don't think I can... Of course, of course. It's Rockwell again. Who else? You are a... I've long suspected Rockwell of transacting business in my name.
He's attempting to game the system, but he won't be able to get away with it forever.
I dearly hope so. Whatever it is that brought you here, after seeing this place, is it really a stretch? I've been confined to this house for years, and even I can tell you, things aren't right. Whatever Rockwell's doing, he'll be doing it from the HHC headquarters.
Captain, we must investigate Rock.
Indeed, it cannot.
We really gonna do this? Getting involved is a messy business.
This is about more than bits. This is about the... Why, this is starting to sound like an issue of... Halcyon Holdings Corp. Allegedly in partnership with the Earth Direct. Via the Acropolis District, of course. That's where the... But only board employees are allowed into the district. There might be a route through the maintenance tunnels, but I'm afraid I don't know specific. That's good, because there are sure to be more. When you reach the HHC building, this access card should get you up to the executive suites. Oh, I haven't been allowed up there in years. A gilded minibar, perhaps? A personal theater. The man has too much... The board's lackeys are none too bright. I simply claimed I'd lost it and hid it somewhere. I merely hid it in a book. No one reads anything longer than a few pages.
Obviously, the chairman surrounds himself with...
There are a few advantages to... Wait! Rockwell has one of the only terminals capable of transmitting... Please, take this and transmit it from his office. Rockwell hasn't given me any message, but they need to know what's... What isn't on it is... I've gathered meeting minutes, internal messages, sustainability reports, and more. Once the rest of the Earth Directorate sees it, they'll have to...
Putting your faith in the inherent good...
The Earth Directorate is our best hope. Even Rockwell's resources are no match. And it is hardly in their interest to let Halcyon... Perhaps there is... And now I entrust it to you. Good luck, and...
Mend yourself, Captain, quick!
The Acropolis District.
You could have asked me, you know.
What in the laws? Honest mistake. Yeah, and I'd really like a new Hammersmith grenade. And seeing as you don't seem the... Hey, I've been trying to get a post at the HHC, but they keep turning... Anyway, I've worked here long enough to know every clerk by name and... You're new to the ministry? That was yours? Wow. So you start tomorrow, huh? You know, they should have set you... You do that. Yeah.
I never could have handled the desk job.
Just act like we belong.
Welcome to the official headquarters of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Board. Today's greeting is brought to you by Auntie Cleo. Norway Pharmaceuticals.
State your business. Please step away. This entry... Yeah. Chairman Rockwell's away on business. That all? Huh. I didn't realize... I'll just need you to register your weapons with a revised request to carry... Now, let's see. You don't have to be... Look, you don't have time to wait on new forms. And I can't afford the citations for impeding... Just know there are a bunch of guards upstairs, and they're all high on dervish mist.
Excuse me, just a moment. I beg your pardon, Minister Clark's... What? Oh dear.
Just goes to show you never really see your hometown till you travel with a visitor.
afternoon. I'm Chairman Rockwell, and I'm here to address a serious issue facing us. As you all know, our colony has been successful beyond our wildest dreams. Unfortunately, we've recently discovered that our food supply will not be able to sustain Halcyon's population in the long term. Everyone will die. Everyone will slowly stop living from malnutrition. But we're doing it together, and that's what matters. I fucking swear, if someone doesn't give me something to read that will placate the masses soon, all of you will find yourselves violently unemployed. But I can assure you there's nothing to fear. We've got a solution.
Sí.
It's called the Lifetime Employment Program. We will freeze most of the colony to preserve resources, while the best and brightest of Byzantium continue living in prosperity. Look, you idiots! How many times do I have to tell you we can't say shit like that? Fire whoever wrote this! While Halcyon's brightest minds solve the problem of our nutritional shortage, the rest of the colony will be placed in suspended animation. Individuals will be revived on a rotating basis, so that every Halcyonite can be part of the important work of saving our colony. By testing paperweights. Sorry, couldn't resist. Let's go again. And someday, in the not-too-distant future when we've solved this crisis, we'll all be back together again working for the good of Halcyon. Until then, the board shall provide for the deserving just as it always has. So, obey your supervisors, take your vitamins, follow your corporate-mandated grooming rituals, and rest assured with the board on your side, there is nothing to worry about.
If I still believed in the grand plan, a revelation like this, knowing you, I can only assume you have already... Yes, of course. Your propensity for wanton... anything you...
Something on your mind?
What? Huh? What was that?
Make him regret it.
How about you?
They're on us.
What?
Their mistake. Nice one!
Apologies for the wait. Personal assistant to Adjutant Akande and Chairman Rockwell. I'm also... Ah. Oh, you were being serious. Will there be any... Excuse me.
What's with the big hole in the wall?
I beg your pardon,
I don't know about you, but I'm all for living fast and dying young.
Can we talk? If I still believed in the grand plan, a revelation like this would have... Knowing you, I can only assume you have already begun... I hate to contradict you by pointing out that everyone died. Anything... But...
No one tells you how much of the job is waiting for action. Who feels like getting into trouble?
No, ma non c'ho fame, no, ma non c'ho fame, non c'ho fame, non mangio. Di... Allora non mangerò.
Sorry, I shouldn't talk. Not without signing a waiver. You see any sprats loose up here? Definitely don't touch them.
Hmm? I think I'm gonna start taking my lunches out in the city. That woman from downstairs is still in the cafeteria.
That scientist? The one who's been hounding the clerks? Ooh, gives me the shudders, too.
They're all pretty unpleasant.
Don't let the guards hear you asking questions or peeking in the back.
Not so fast. The Ministry of Accuracy...
It's okay.
I don't care if you're a brain surgeon. If you don't...
Worth a try.
Like I said. I don't know how you got that, but I still don't know. What? Oh no. You must be from Chairman Rockwell's office. Please, go on through.
Hey, did Tillman get transferred or something?
That's right. You weren't here when it happened. Some UDL officers took him into custody.
Oh, law, what did they take him for?
UDL's been questioning anybody with possible connections to Phineas Wells. And, well, Tillman designed all those wanted posters.
So UDL's interrogating Tillman? Ugh, that's disgusting. Can't believe I had lunch with the guy.
Sorry, I'm kinda in the... Oh. Oh! You know, I always have... This is certainly a In that case, I can get you into them.
Hold, I need a favor. Think you could let my friend through just this once? After all, you still owe me.
Fine. But I don't want to hear anything about the catch-up packet incident ever again. And she's on her own if she runs into the guards downstairs.
You're the best, Hold.
What's this I hear about you ordering more tests performed with sample 4157? That batch failed spectacularly.
I saw a variance in the results that we never accounted for. And run the trial again. And the results were 0.003% different this time.
The word
What? Something's not...
No visitors allowed, citizen. I'm going to need to see some identification. Let me guess. We've talked to her before. Just get out of here.
You have a message from No one ever looks quite the same in person, and my reports of you have been exceptional. I think you're being... I've been keeping up with you ever since Emerald Vale. Now that was an interesting... You walked through Edgewater, and in your wake, transformed it from a loyal... All this happened because some... Not always. For the long... You should be back on the Hope, frozen in a hibernation chamber. Yet here you are, flying about in a stolen ship. The board doesn't know what to make of you. You have something I want. Phineas Wells is wanted by the... He has a litany of charges against him. Wells is a dangerous madman. You're in contact with Wells. Don't worry about pay. Wells was our mistake. I'm sending you my access code. Adjutant Akonde's call has been... We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab.
I've kept myself busy in your absence. All I need now... Human test subjects. Thank you. You've brought me enough chemicals to get started. Those poor people, they... You say the board's trying to freeze their subjects over and over again without inflicting Something about this feels wrong. I don't know why the board would ever conduct... I'll tell you this much. The board scientists are hopeless. I know! I've suspected as much for years. Of course, I don't expect the board to do a thing. The board's mismanagement put our colony on the road to collapse. Hold on. Let me see if I understand this correctly. You're saying that... I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. That's not a plan. Do you realize what this means for the Hope? For your fellow colonists? What makes you think you'll get that chance? You'll be... Do you know what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers. The board's going to dispose of them all and transform the Hope. We need to get to those colonists before the board. I have enough chemicals to start reviving. Merciful gibbering law. We bring the Hope to us. Skip the entire ship. Yes, exactly. You're a step ahead. If we link up the Hope to the Unreliable, then use your navigational computer.
And that's going to work, without killing us in the process.
Yes, there's always a risk of a catastrophic collision between the Hope and, say, Terra.
I've got a healthy disregard for personal safety.
Your instincts are correct. By any reasonable you'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the Unreliable. Then, once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access to the... Sir? Unlikely. The Hope is as massive as the Groundbreaker, but compared... The board might notice, possibly. wouldn't surprise me. When I pulled you out of the Hope, the board nearly intercepted me. Skip drives were never I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. I choose to believe you absolutely. Thank you very much for consulting with me, thereby averting the... The adjutant must have sent you some kind of tracking code. If you don't, I think you should use the code and send a corrupted track. The enemy is bound to discover my hideout sooner or later. Use my communications terminal to corrupt the tracking signal, while the board busies the... Certainly.
Can we talk?
So we're really... I've seen lots of Do you really think he knows what he's doing? Sending us to skip the Hope into... Something tells me you're the first person... I think this whole plan's insane. But it'll... Speaking of, I get that Phineas thinks... Makes you wish for a fancier ship with bigger engines. Still, all this depends on the other Hope colonists. Are they gonna pull us out of the shit? This is why I like... Well, when... Anything...
That should do it. You've bought me more than enough time.
Captain, I hope you have a message from...
I'm impressed, Captain. Unfortunately, Dr. Wells found a way to corrupt the signal before we could pinpoint it. Come visit me in Byzantium. We need to have a talk about the future of this... Because I'm not in the business of... Meet me in my office. I've authorized...
Adjutant Akonde has ended her call. Rather rudely, if I might say. We have arrived at the Hope. I need you to reroute power from our ship to the... You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer. If your calculations are even slightly off, or the sun. Forgetfulness can be an early warning. I need... You'll have... Sending a corrupted tracking signal to the board was quite clever, if I might say, Captain.
New employee? About time.
You know, when they posted us here, I told them there wasn't any point. Shows how much I know. You've got... All right. You'll want a uniform so my staff doesn't shoot you on... We've got a few extra in the old badge stick. Good luck.
Easy. Sure.
If they didn't want to tempt us, why'd they lock it up?
Initiating greetings protocol. Error. Hop crew. Error. This. Error.
Can't think of much worse than drooling on your pillow in front of a bunch of strangers.
Can you hear me, Captain? I have successfully
Ci sta.
integrated myself into the Hope's comm systems, and am attempting to establish... I see you've located the stasis chambers. Which pod were you slumbering in for so long, Captain? The missing one, I take it?
Unexpected. Process investigated. Searching. Breach. Records indicate you have... Error. Please wait while I have a pleasant...
This must be unsettling for you, Captain.
Unexpected. No. Error. Upgrade. Error.
Something.
Wasting company ammo.
Target vehicle.
We gotta talk. Something.
You hear? Got your paperwork squared away?
That's the Hope's computer up ahead. I'll admit, I am curious to wake him. Greetings, Captain. I am speaking to you through the Hope. Probably not, but don't let that stop you. Searching. Please stand by. Ah. Are you sure? That is extremely dangerous. And also potentially kill an entire... Jump-starting the skip drive. I wouldn't...
Well...
Admitting a deficit? My, you never cease to amaze...
ADA, does your captain seriously intend to do a micro-jump in system with engines that haven't been powered in 70 years on a derelict ship?
That is what my captain intends, yes.
But that is a gross misuse of the skip drive. The Zero Point Drives Corp and I will not be...
Yes.
You should not be doing this.
Thank you, Hope. It looks like all systems are go. Oh, good. We are still alive and have successfully skipped into Terra 2's orbit. I reported as much to Phineas Wells.
Ecco.